We're talking with Rebecca Risk from Robert Half, and we are talking remote work. Well, I mean, this kind of is what we're doing right now. It's great to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. So what is the Anywhere Workforce? Tell us about that.
So the Anywhere Workforce is any person who is working remotely and can do their job from here, there, or anywhere. So the Anywhere worker is anyone who can do their job remotely, and that is the Anywhere Workforce.
So, and what are some of the trends that have emerged due to the pandemic and with this remote workforce that you see? A lot of people, look, it started out where a lot of people are like, oh, you know what, this is going to be great. I can go, I can do work wherever I want. But for a lot of others, it's getting old, and it's getting old real quick.
Yes, I think a lot of companies and a lot of people had to just very quickly adapt to the idea of working remotely. And, I'm sure it was bumpy for a lot of people, but now I think, some people are loving it, and some people are probably ready to be around their peers and be around their colleagues and get back to some semblance of normalcy. And so I think that, the future is probably some kind of hybrid of, people working at home, people working in offices, and kind of figuring out what's best for each individual person and the organizations that they support.
Are you seeing more people pack their bags and say, you know what, if I can work from any place, we could move to another region, another part of the country?
I think that's part of the appeal. I mean, I think that the biggest trend that we're probably seeing right now is people relocating out of cities. I think a lot of people were living in cities because, certain jobs were in cities and they needed to be there physically. And now companies are proving that, maybe that's not the case. So that's been a huge trend. But I think, as this thing continues and as people start to realize that they are going to continue to have the ability to work remote, that we'll probably see more of what you're talking about, where it's like, well, I guess I can do this anywhere. Why not?
Yeah. Do you see a lot of companies continuing on with this? I know the uncertainty is here and nobody knows what the future is going to be. But for a lot of companies, they're thinking to themselves, look, I don't have to pay for the overhead of these buildings anymore. Folks are getting the job done. And in many cases, I know even in my own house, people are working longer hours, much longer than they ever have before.
Yes, I think that I think it's very uncertain. I don't think that we can predict the future in terms of what, companies will do. And I think every company will take a very different approach. But I do think that there will be a significantly higher percentage of the population working either a hybrid situation or even a day or two remote on a go forward basis, because it's appealing to a lot of people and it can help with overhead costs for companies themselves.
Do you think while it's great for a lot of people to be able to work from home or work remotely, but do you think a lot of these companies are losing out? I mean, there's something about having all of your employees under one roof and kind of being able to talk to each other and work through problems together. I mean, Zoom is great and, we're lucky that we have it, but it's not the same.
100% agreed. I think, a lot of companies are starting to think about like the employee experience, which isn't just your job. It's not just your salary. It's your entire, employee experience. It's everything. It's the communication with your team. It's your relationship with your team. It's your workspace. And some people, are okay with that from home and some people are not. But I think the one thing that has suffered, and companies are realizing this, and I think people are realizing this too, is that camaraderie, that sense of community, that sense of togetherness that you just can't get at home.
Yeah, so true. All right, Rebecca, thanks so much for being on with us today and all of the info. And if you would like more of this, you can head on over to our website, roadshow.com.